Welcome back, ladies and gentle beans and other pulses, to my channel and Elite Dangerous, indeed, Elite Dangerous Horizons. Indeed, those of you who watch regularly, if there are any, will notice that I am not in my normal ship. What is this green eagle? What the hell is this green eagle doing here? Well, I'll tell you what it's doing here. I've picked up a couple of Planetary Scan Missions. Now, these are some of the most fun things to do in the game, I think, personally. I really enjoy them. But they are fraught with danger. They are high energy, high impact, crazy dangy things to do. So if you have a look here, 2 planetary scan jobs, both in the same system, ladies and gentlemen. Morning, Spanks, how are we doing? Now, the reason why I like doing these is because they pay relatively well. So this one is going to pay 3 million, which, when you look at what you're doing, it's 3 million for content that's quite fun and also doesn't take too much time. However, as I said, it is fraught with danger. And then there's another one for 3.1 million in the same system. So what you then need to do is go to said system, which we have, and fire off your discovery scanner, and you will find these blue icons. If they haven't popped up, just go to the nav beacon and scan the nav beacon. If they still haven't popped up, you've just got to fly towards the planets and just get close to them. And when you get close to them, the mission update will pop up. Okay, so that's how it works. So we have this one here, which is very close, and we have this one here, which isn't that far away either. Okay, now the reason why I'm not in my normal ship is because these things are fraught with danger. So let me just show you what we've got. I bought an eagle. Why am I looking at inventory? We don't care. I've souped it up a little bit. We've got decent thrusters, decent frameshift drive. I've actually boosted it, engineered it. I don't know why I put multi-cannons on. I don't care. A point defense, and fill it full of cargo. The reason why you fill it full of cargo, the Eagle is obviously a tiny ship. There's hardly anything you do with it. But if the more cargo means the more stuff that we can nick from the surface of the planet and bring back with us. So I just wanted to have as much as I can. The whole reinforcement package here, it's there because, you know, what else? You know, it's a military slot. There's nothing else you can do with it. So the main thing that we need here is the SRV thingamabob. Where is it? Planetary Vehicle Handler. So you need to have an SRV. And it's quite difficult to get a decent inventory with an Eagle to do this. But anyway, let's do it. Let's just get up. As you see, no shield. The thing about what we're doing, the ship is very vulnerable always when you're doing these types of things. So you want to make losing the ship as cheap as possible, really. Oh yeah, I also changed my computer to Spanish because I just thought that was kind of nice, you know. So let's get away from this stupid thing. Right, let's find out which way we've got to go. So we're going to head down to this planet here. Where is it? It's there. Orbiting this big... Oh, it's right in front of us. Look at that. So... Okay, that's no problem. Now, the Spanish lady talking is fantastic. Uno. Activación. I sometimes have it on... French, which is kind of cool as well. Right, we need to go around the back of this, so let's do that. You see how quickly you can make your monies. Christ, we're going real quick here. Cannot see anything. Where's the planet? Okay, this is bad. We're going way too quick. Let's pull up. Pull up, baby. Pull up, baby. Sweet. Okay, we've slowed down now a little bit, enough, so we can sort of spin around and hopefully have a good enough angle to look at this search post. Where is it? There it is. See, that looks much nicer. Okay, so let's head down. Don't worry about this. The computer won't let you crash into the planet. Well, it won't immediately let you crash into the planet, let's say. You can, of course, crash into the planets. Lord knows, I know. Okay, here we go. So we're going to glide through now. Now, what will happen is this this outpost will start moving the closer we get to it. But we've got to be careful here. We've got to keep our glide at a level that will keep it in the glide, which is the blue area, but won't get us to the surface as quick as possible. And we are quite far away, so we want to keep it as high as possible so we're not losing too much altitude. But if we go into the orange part up there at -5 degrees, we will come out of the glide, which we do not want to do. So let's just get down here and have a look. Exactly, Spanx. Famous last words. Now, it shouldn't drop you out of the glide until about 15 kilometers, so we're probably going to be quite far away, which is annoying. But hey, I haven't done this in quite some time. Let's see how we go. And when you're in this glide, you can only go 2,500 is it miles per hour? Kilometers an hour? I don't know what it is. Now we're going to drop out soon. I'm hoping that that search outpost is going to come a bit closer to us. It's going to drop us out very soon. To be fair, I've kept that glide going way longer than I thought I would. Okay, it's moving. It's moving. And it'll move one more time probably. There it goes. Now don't worry, it will slow us right down, so you're not going to suddenly crash into the planet. We just got to follow this thing. Probably going to move one more time because I can't see anything down there. Probably one more time again. Let's slow down a bit. We are powering towards the planet surface. And there it goes. This should be the one. No, one more. Where is it? Okay, where have you gone? There's the outpost. Okay. So what we now need to do is get close enough to this thing, land, take out all the skimmers and any other defenses, just see what's going on. So let's just get a bit closer, see what we've got here. And I don't want us to go too far away. Now, there's a ship over here, you see, on the floor. Is that a ship? Sort of looks like a ship to me. Might not be a ship. What is it? That is definitely a ship, isn't it? Is it? Yep. So there's a Sidewinder just sitting here. And he's wanted. So we could start shooting this thing. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But hey, who cares? Let's give it a go, shall we? Let's just do it. I mean, this is dumb. Let's do it. I don't know what she's saying. We're nearly dead. Oh, you see, we're getting shot by... You see what's happening? We're getting shot by the planetary defenses on the floor. And there you go. See, that is bad. So I had to get the heck out of dodge there. I'm hoping we can kill the Sidewinder before he kills us. Can we do it? Okay. Get the hell out of here. So the Sidewinder is now dead. Great. However, so are we. Okay. Now, if I was in my normal ship, that would have been a lot easier. Where's that outpost gone? Where is it? It's right below us. Okay. So I actually thought previously when I've been playing that the planetary defenses, like the turrets and things, I thought they would target your SRV, but it looks like they target your ship, which is kind of cool. So we're just going to come down here. What are we in? It's quite a low-G world. Oh. Oh. Don't get too close. Okay, so oh God, it's still shooting at us. There you go. Ejection, ejection, ejection. Now that's the reason why you don't do it in oh, let's go back. You don't do it in a decent ship. So let's just go back to where we were. Here. Let's go. Okay, so shooting the Sidewinder probably wasn't a great idea to start with. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, I took the shield off. Let's just see. We'll give it another bash. To be fair, Spanx, if it was any other ship other than a Sidewinder, then I would have died anyway. So it doesn't make too much. What's this saying? Oh no! Oh, how upsetting. Of course, if your ship blows up, you fail the missions. Guys, I have really shown you not how to do this. I want to go back in there now. Let's go! Okay, so that did not work very well at all. That was not the way to do it. So let's now try and go back to where we were at the old Shana Bay, and we're going to get another couple of scan jobs. And we're going to do them so they work. I had forgotten that if your ship dies, if your ship explodes, you lose the mission. It can happen, ladies and gentlemen. Even to expert ace pilots like myself, you can get killed. However, at least in this stupid little ship that costs no money, I have gleaned some information. Uno, activation. I have gleaned some information. So the defense turrets that are on outposts, as soon as you become hostile, they target your ship and not your SRV. I always thought they would start shooting at the SRV, and clearly they do not. Okay, so where do we want to go here? Chu. Where's Chu City? That's a nice ship, that EFS Archangel. It's really nice. But we're going to go to Chu Chu. Let's get there. Let us get there. The great thing about this Sidewinder is you put a level 1 fuel scoop on it, and you can jump 19 jumps, but each 19 light year jump only takes on the fuel tank in the bottom right, only takes like one of those pips. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. You can jump almost 400 light years on one tank of fuel, which is superb in a little Eagle. In my Clipper, every time you jump sort of 30 light years, it uses up a third of the tank. So in one tank, you can only jump 90 light years, which is slower. I would suggest it's slower. Okay, let's scan this little ship while we're here. Why not? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Alright, Chu City. Choo. I love the fact that I've already got 86 remaining on my hull from trying to blow myself up. Let us land in Choo Choo City. Now, the reason why I'm going back to Shana Bay is because I have allied status with the controlling faction, so they're going to give us decent missions. So the better standing you have with the controlling faction, or any faction in a system, and particularly in a station, governs what type of missions you get. Ah, the Choo-Choo City. Let's go. Now, no auto docking here, so we're going to see some excellent maneuvering, which you would expect from you know, the levels of competency that I display every single time on my videos. Here we go. How quickly can we get into the choo-choo? Very quickly, choo-choo. I choo-choo-choose you. This is how you dock. This is how you dock, ladies and gentlemen. Spanx is just waiting by his keyboard. Oh yeah, baby.
Escáner detectado.
13, where is it? Over there. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. See that? That's how you do it. Professional docking. I'm a professional at something, and I don't think it's good. We go in, we pull up, we go down. Oh, we go too far, we go back. And we stop and we go down. That's how you do it. That is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so you need to get yourself into a station where you have decent faction standing. A slurp of coffee in the morning, why not? And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, my faction standing has gone down by 2 blocks of that last block there, because I failed both of those missions, which is very, very upsetting. So that's happened. Oops, they weren't very happy about that. They weren't very happy about that either. Okay, so there is a risk-reward element to whether you stack missions, because if you die, you're gonna lose all your standing, man. Okay, here we go. What do we got? HIP. Shall we do this one? Let's do the one for 2 million. Let's just do it. Does it tell you the status? Recommended rank elite. No jabba wonga. So let's take it. Oh, the New Republic. They sound interesting, don't they? Interesting in as much as horrible. Okay. Now, do we switch and have a shield? No friggin' way. Let's do this. Hold on. Do we still have a... I'm sure we would have a Scarab still. Yep, let's do it. Let's just go. We're going to go straight there. Now, I think with an Eagle, you can escape just like this. Famous last words, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's how you die. All right, so I'm getting scanned. There's where we want to go, ladies and gentlemen. So at least I can show you this full ways. Let's go. Headed. Ooh. Ah, mass lock. We got too close. We had to go back past Choo-Choo City. Okay. Let's get away from the Choo-Choo. So the reason why we can't jump there is because we're mass locked to the massive station that is floating in orbit. There we go. That's all right. Ah. We're still good to go. All right. Now let's see if we can make a quick, cool 2 and a bit million. I think I can. Who needs elite status? Nobody. Nobody. It's just a status of mind. See what I did there? What? Ooh. Why can't I target that planet? It's weird. That star. 61 bodies in this system. Wow. Whoa. Oh, right, and they're all done. Fine. So it hasn't pinged what we are looking for. So we have to find somewhere. We have to work out how best to find it. So one way we can do it is by going to the nav beacon. So it's compromised, which means it's not great. It just means we might get attacked if we go here, but hey, we've got to go here. Just firing off your discovery scanner also helps if it's going to allow you. I don't know if there's a range for it, if you have to be within like 1,000 light seconds or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. Okay, we're going to get there. We are going to conquer, and we are going to get some. Look at that nice little, because I've got no shield, there's some weird markings on my canopy. What's going on there? I hope they clear off. Come on, get the ship cleaners on. What's happening? Ugh. Clean my ship. Dirty buggers. Okay, here we go. Let's get into this scanner. Now, compromise just means there's no security here, so there's no police force here. So if there are people here that want to shoot you just for the fun of it, the police won't turn up. Okay. Holy sweet Jesus. Look at all these ships. Okay. Right, let's get a bit closer to this thing. Well, it ain't telling us shit, is it? It ain't telling us goddamn. Data link scanner does nothing. Now this happens fairly often in the game, so we know we're not going to get anything from this now, so we might as well not even be here. Let's go. Now, the only other way of working out where you need to go is literally... Oh, it sounds cool, doesn't it, this ship? Is going planet to planet. So we are now just going to have to fly to the planets, have a guess which one is the one we want. Now, it has to be a planet that we can land on, so let's head to this one first and have a little look. Now, unfortunately, this is the only way of working it out now, because the other ways have failed miserably. What we'll also do is we'll just clear off these... that's the one we're doing now, which is fine. That one can go. That one can go. Yes, okay. Now, what we're doing is we're hoping for another mission critical message just to pop up. The movement for Zokwala Future. It's a water world. Very nice. If this wasn't scanned already, a water world would give you a pretty penny from a detailed surface scan. A pretty penny indeed. Now, I think if it was here, would it have showed up before already? I don't know if there's an element of RNG involved in this. No, it's these two it will be on. I think maybe they would have pinged before this, because we're pretty close to them. Is it one of you two? Are you my target? You assholes! I would suggest not. Okay, so we've done A3. We now need to go to A4. Let's go to A4. Back this way. And this is what you have to do. You have to just fly to all planets that have orbiting landable bodies. That's the only way that you can find it. So if you're ever in this situation where you can't find it, that is the only way of getting through. Pushing through. And this is a gas giant with water-based life. Nice. Got a ship coming up on our tail, guys. Got a ship coming up on our tail. But we got nothing in the hold. We got no shields. It is literally a waste of energy to engage. I will not waste my energy on this minnow. Now we just sort of mass locked to the planet behind us, but as soon as that clears, which it has, it looks like, we can head back to where we want to go. Swift. Called this little eagle Swift. Just called this little eagle Swift. Okay. And then we gave it the influence droid number from Paradroid 001. Why not? All right. There's always a little bit of Commodore 64 knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. It helps everybody. Every time you see a ship that you can scan, just give it a scan. There you go. We just collected distorted shield cycles and inconsistent shield cycles. You use those things for engineering. They're very, very, very important. Oh, they're very important. Okay. Now, let's see. How close do we get? This is another good thing. I'm not going to target that one and look at it because we're getting too close to where we're going and it fudges with your targeting. Right, where are the two orbiting planets? Okay, there's one here, and there's one closer. Let's go to the one outside. In fact, is C even landable? Yes, C and B are landable. Scan that, why not? Thank you. Now we're pretty close to C there, so I just don't think it's that. I just don't know how close you've got to get to it. Okay, fine. Let's go and have a look for B. Where'd be B? B's now behind us because we've gone too far. That's all right. Okay, I don't think it's these either. So we've done A4 and A3. We got to keep looking, man. I'm desperate for my 2.2 mil. Okay, so we've done A4, we've done A3, so A5 is the next one. Whoa, we flew past that one, didn't we? Oh yeah. Right, let's try and get away from these planets. So once you've done your little flyby, try and get as far away as quickly as possible and then head over to the next cluster. The next cluster of fun, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Don't forget, whilst you're in this mode, you can have a little listen.
Vitadan nanomedicines reach galactic market. The nanomedicines developed in...
Totally boring and not any impact on the game whatsoever. No point whatsoever. I am actually going to try and do some power play at some point. The galactic power stuff, it's such a huge part of the game that I don't even know if anybody is doing anything in it. And I would like to have a go and just see. You get all these extra things like the ratings when you get all these merits. You can get weekly money bonuses. Actually, if you have, look at that, 50,000 weekly bonus. A weekly bonus of 50,000 credits. That's not a bad way of trying to get your fleet carrier, is it? I suggest. Okay, now when we're within 1,000 light seconds of this little cluster, I'm going to ping the D-scanner and just see if it pops. That'll do. Absolutely not. Of course not. Why would it? Now, there are shitloads here. A, B, C, D, and E. But we're just going to head towards the thing. We've done 4. We did 3. B4 has some, but that's miles away. Oh my god, see how far away B4 was? Please be here. Come on, guys. Ping me a river. Ping me a mission critical splittable. Let's head over to the Civil Finance Agency first. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Yeah, just heading over to the Civil Finance Agency just to sort out some of my civil finances. Come on. Slow down a bit. Again, it doesn't look like it's here. I hope to God you don't have to target them, because I didn't target the other ones, I just flew near them. Okay, I'm pretty certain it's not on that one. So let's head back into the others. Let's speed up and hope when we get close to this planet it pops. Now, don't get me wrong, there is quite a bit of gameplay like this in the game, of just sort of wondering what the friggin' hell you're supposed to be doing. Come on, boys. Which one of you assholes is my target? Please tell me it's not those ones over there. Look at those ones. I know we've done those ones. Navigator station. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a station. Any more? Any more? This little one back here. Just targeting anything I can. Okay, so whilst we're just getting away from that star, let's have a look at this star system. I mean, it's a system with a gabillion stars in it, gabillion bodies. That's why it's taking so friggin' long to open up. Look at this. I mean, that is a proper frontier system, isn't it? We're going through these ones. Do you know what? I should have thought. I reckon it's going to be here. Now, unfortunately, that is so bloody far away. $66. Oh my god. Now, this is the other thing that people have been saying about the game. They have these they have this real time, in as much as it's a bloody space game, I understand that, but they have this sort of real time thing. If you saw how far it took us to go 500 light seconds before, it took us, you know, a minute or two. Obviously we're now, if you're looking at the light seconds countdown, we've just about gone 500 light seconds in about 30 seconds. So there's this weird sort of time thing that Frontier won't drop. So they refuse to allow you to have like a speed up motion, you know, if you like, because this body in this planet is 67,000 light seconds away from where we are right now, and they won't allow you to minimize the time it takes in their real sort of physics time simulation to reduce that time. So you have to sit here. The ship will probably get up to a speed of about 100. I don't know why it's slowing down. We must, we're probably going past something. Yeah, we're going past, yeah, okay. We're going past those dudes. And it all works in like a spatial relation. How the engine works. You know, if there's a large sort of well of gravity over to the left, as there was just then, it won't allow the ship to accelerate forward, which is probably how it would work in the real life. But it's just, I don't know, it just, then you have periods of the game where, like in this case, it's telling us it's going to take us 27 minutes to get to this destination. Obviously that's coming down, and obviously it's not going to take 27 minutes, but knowing from history, about 250,000 light seconds takes about 20 minutes in real time. So you literally have to just sit here doing this, and there is no other way around it. Now, sometimes they've sort of done this because those that sort of put the time in and actually do it, they put some decent rewards at the end of it, or they put useful items that you can buy or whatever. But then that sort of all sort of fell away, and there was no real reason to do it. If you saw that you had a mission that was 250,000 light seconds away from the drop-in point to the system, you would just not do it, because it is literally 20-25 minutes of your life doing this. But they refused to take this out of the game, which, you know, I kind of admire their I don't know, their sort of stubbornness in that's what they've designed. That's how the physics of the universe and the engine works. But I mean, look at this. We're now going 140 times the speed of light. It's stupid. And then what will happen is, because of the way that acceleration and velocity works within the game and within space, in order for us not to obviously just continually accelerate and shoot past where we're headed, around about halfway the ship will start to slow down, and it will control and slow down, which will then take exactly the same amount of time as it takes you to get to the halfway point. Oh dearie me. I mean, it's just, it's a bit annoying, isn't it? And then there's no guarantee that when we get here it's going to be the correct cluster of bodies that we need. I'm hoping it is. Now obviously when this comes up on YouTube, I will put a timestamp in the comments to suggest that we've got there, sort of thing. Now we've started to see ships now, which has given us some semblance of hope that something is happening. The ship is still speeding up, which is cool. Another ship over there. Where are they going? Nowhere, it would seem. And the ship is still speeding up, which is useful. Now I get why they are reticent to change this. I do understand that, because that is how it is, you know, with the technology and you know the speed and acceleration and deceleration capabilities of the vehicles and the spaceships in the game. That's just the bloody way it is. I totally understand that, but this isn't even a long one, and I guess it's sort of mitigated by me waffling on through it, which makes it possibly slightly less annoying. But as you can see, we're over halfway now, and the ship is now slowing down. So that, it's just bonkers, but it is what it is. So in fact now we're sort of almost there. I think a couple of minutes now. What I've got to do is just be careful here and just get it into the blue level so we don't totally overshoot it at a billion, million, trillion, zillion, billion, trillion bonkers miles per minute. This guy came out here, Second Bad Karma, has come out here and mapped the entire system, which must have taken him, I'm talking frickin' ages. I'm talking hours to do. And it, for what? For absolutely what? Who bloody knows? What was I coming out here looking at? Yeah, there is a station out here. And there was also some other weird thing out here that it said. What was it? What did it say it was called? Klaus Landing. There's loads of places out here, look. Napier Base. Okay, so we want B6. Yeah. B6 is the one we want. Let's get there and see if we can't get what we need. Only I hadn't blown my ship up on the first one. That's what I say. I'll be intrigued to know how long that was when I go back and look at the video. But yeah, it's just it's a strange one, isn't it? Why don't they do something about it? I guess, does it give you an advantage? Does it give you some sort of advantage? I mean, it breaks immersion, yeah, but I don't know. I tell you what breaks immersion is the fact that the trading system in the game is so badly designed that you have to go to an internet browser to go on the ED database to actually look at trade data and commodity data. That's what breaks immersion. If they're worried about that. They've not done anything about that yet, have they? No. Totally not angified by that. Look at this, there's loads of ships down here. Hopefully we can at least get a couple of... Nope. No scans. Okay, so what have we got down here? We've got... B4 is what we want. B4. Right, we're heading for B4. See if we can't find where we're meant to be going. We're going to B4. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Whoop. Yes, look at that. Yeah, we've gone right on past where we're meant to go. Intermutual Performance Network. What is all this stuff? Moving for Zokwala. Oh, nice. Now I'm just looking at these just to see if looking at them helps. Well, B4 it doesn't look like it is the one. I've done all of those. B3. Let's go to B5. And then it's BCD1. I mean, this is something that you would have expected them not to have allowed to be in the game, wouldn't you? I mean, because this is something that's just going to annoy you, really. It's just... Can I even land on that? Yeah. Okay. Is it you? Are you what I need? Are you? I'm gonna do a flyby on this dude. I'm gonna nip into orbit. Nip out of orbit. That flyby did nothing. It was a fly-by-by. Okay, so we've done 5. I think we've done 2. I don't think they're here. I don't think they're here. Right, I'm going to try this last star. Well, this last planet and see if it's around here. If not, I'm never taking one of these missions ever again. And I will write to Frontier and I will say that is the worst content I've ever seen in my life. I will never get this time back. Although I don't mind, it's still quite nice, just sort of faffing about. There ain't no... It will be a strongly worded letter, Spanx. It will be a very strongly worded letter. I mean, it's just annoying, isn't it? A nice bit of content like that that's so frustrating. It's one of the things that they got wrong with the game. They tried to put too many things in to sort of support the die-hard players that play every day for 15 hours and, you know, are out trying to shoot Thargoids and do all that stuff. But the game is majoritively played by people who don't even have 100 million credits. You know, they just want to fly about and enjoy themselves and enjoy some content, do something rather than try and do something and be rewarded with a slap in the face with a pig's knob, which is very upsetting. Okay, the 3 orbiting planets are up here. Let's have a look what we got. BCD-1B, BCD-1C, and BCD-1D. Oh, there must be another one. Yeah, boys. Any of you guys useful? I'm not so sure. ECD-6. Well, that's that. I am not wasting any more time. It ain't here. It ain't there. It ain't anywhere. If I fly towards this planet and it then pops up, it won't be that planet, it's a gas giant. But I'll be amazed. But I can't stop myself. One last try. But of course not. But of course not. I want that one. Well, there you go. You can take that and you can go f yourself. I'm flying back to Shana Bay, ladies and gentlemen, to go and put my head in the oven. Until next time, don't try this at home.